you for taking my question. Senator Booker, you talked a lot about restorative justice and moral imperatives. We have a bill here in New Hampshire, HB 221, that would change Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. And I was born and raised here in New Hampshire. I was educated here in New Hampshire, and because Columbus had a day, I learned a lot of what might be shaky myths about Columbus and nothing about our Indigenous history and our Indigenous present, our neighbors who are still here being erased and marginalized. So I wonder if you, as president, would support federal efforts to change Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. And this might not sound like an important issue to some people, so I'd love to hear you talk about why this is so important.
So for those of you who in the back rows who might not have heard the question, she said there's a bill, HB 221, thank you very much, that is to change Columbus Day into Indigenous Peoples Day. And she's saying that we're trying to push that here in this state. What would you do at the federal level and these larger issues that are going on? And so I think there's been few, let's put it this way, across this country right now, the legacy of hate and violence and even mass slaughter of Native American peoples, of Indigenous peoples, is a shame that we haven't fully owned up to. And we have tell a history that is lacking that truth, and I've learned in my life, whether it's with African American history, with the challenges, you name the marginalized populations, if you do not tell the truth, there cannot be reconciliation, there cannot be healing, and there cannot be progress. And the legacy of this we're seeing with Native American peoples who are being, some of the people that are seeing the worst of the criminal justice system. We're seeing challenges from child trauma to a denial of basic human dignity going on right now. I was just out in Standing Rock a few months ago, standing with Indigenous folks, talking about the issues of injustice they still face and the heap insult on injury. In North Dakota, they were denying them voting rights. So this is something that I have lived and I will continue to fight for, which is justice for Indigenous people, for telling the truth about what has happened in our history, for owning up to it, and for inviting a healing that needs to go on. And I'm tired of folks trying to sort of whitewash our American history and cleanse it from our history books. Again, our greatness is not in the fact trying to pretend like we didn't have hatred, bigotry, violence based upon race or religion. That actually weakens America if you try to whitewash that history. What makes us strong is when you tell the truth of it and show our ability to overcome those streams. And so in terms of this specific bill, I would love to talk to you and explore why you think that's important and why you think it would be important at the federal level. But my commitment to you for Indigenous peoples is to tell the truth, to work to address the issues, and to find some way to have real reconciliation and healing around our Indigenous communities. All right?